I'm Dennis Stewart. I'm a crew member on Cal Smith's car. Right now I'm doing tire pressures. Each tire is actually set at a different pressure. If you come around to the right rear, we usually run about 8 or 9 pounds in the right rear. This has got 9.5, so we're just going out for wheel packing right now. And on the left rear, this will be the least amount of the 4. It's got 4 pounds in that. And on the front, we'll run about 10 on the left and about 12 in the right.
So why the difference between the tires?
No, that's hard to explain. The right rear, if you go any lower on the right rear, the tire will start to fold under, and you'll be losing traction. If you go higher on the right rear, it'll be too hard and you would also lose traction. So between 7 and 10 pounds is about what the guys, figured out is the best. And, on the left, there's not a whole lot of weight on the left, because the car's turning. So, we could go lower pressure on the left. And most of the guys, run pretty close to the same amount. You would adjust it, as the night goes on. You would also adjust the size of the tires. You would change the left rear tire. As the track dries out, it'll get slippery, and you will put a bigger left rear tire on it. A bigger diameter. That'll take away the stagger. Because if you notice that the left rear and the right rear is 2 different sizes. Like the right rear, right now that's about 103 inches around, and the left rear is only like 95 inches around. So as the night goes on, we would change that 95 to, a 96, 97, 98. It just depends on how slippery the track gets. And also there's a lot of adjustments that we can make on the car. One of the adjustments is the rear end gears. That's a quick change rear end where we can change the gears from track to track. A bigger track will require a different gear ratio. There's no transmissions in the car. There's no clutch. It's just a direct drive. There's just a U-joint coming off of the crank onto the drive shaft straight to the rear end. This will be a mud cover that goes over the wheels, because a lot of times, if you didn't have that, the mud would pack into the wheel, and it'll add weight to the car, which you don't want, and also it might cake up on one side and it'll throw it off of balance too, and then you'll start to get a really bad shake and vibration.
Is that a quick release wheel?
It's just one big nut on here. We got a big wrench. We just take that nut off, and the wheel, it's on the splines, and it'll just slide right off. So it's really quick to change.
What else can you tell us?
Let's see, that's a live axle. Since we was looking at the wheel, if you notice, it's got a hole going through the middle. That's a 3-inch axle, and you can see all the way across to the other side. Nerf bars, a lot of people call them battle bars, Nerf bars. Every car has got a little different design on it. Some have little tiny ones and some have big ones. It's basically so another car won't get the wheel in between your wheels. If they was to put a wheel in here and you run up over the wheel, then you got a nasty crash. So this is to try and keep the cars apart from each other. Little safety device there.
What does wheel packing mean?
Wheel packing. Right now the track has just been watered and groomed, and right now it's really wet and slippery and sloppy. So wheel packing, the cars will go out and just drive around to get basically to pack down the dirt and the mud to get some of the water off.